Good day and welcome to the Bearded AI Guide. Today we're talking about prompting with Runway ML Gen 3. So why generative AI video? Personally, I find it quite entertaining to use and explore video generation stuff. It can be really fun and cool. It also has a lot of creative expression. I think it's going to be an excellent way of expressing yourself in the future, creating your own stories, and educational. It's extremely educational, not only from understanding and learning how to prompt AI, but understanding filmmaking processes, camera shots, scene setup, and innovation. There's a lot of things you can do, and it even spawns some new ideas. I'm seeing some generated videos where it's like, oh yeah, you can do that or you can do this. It opens up a ton of possibilities, and I think it should be really exciting in the future. I find it rewarding and cathartic right now because once you get a good video generation, you're happy with it, it can be quite rewarding. Unfortunately, that can take a number of times. So one bit of warning as you go through this is these things can take a bit of time sometimes. So here is the Gen 3 Alpha interface. You can see at the top is the prompt. We'll get into more details about the prompt shortly, but notice that the prompt is very descriptive, find your scene settings, camera shots, etc., as opposed to previous models where you would more or less use just a bunch of words to generate what you wanted to output. Underneath is the settings. You can access the settings on the left side by clicking the settings button there. And most of the time, you'll just be removing the watermark. And if you're going through a number of iterations where you want a fixed seed, which allows you to replicate a lot of the details and keep consistent, you want to fix that seed. So you want to check that check mark called fix seed. And then when you're ready, just click generate and run. Okay, so the basic prompt structure is subject, person, place, or thing, action, what's going on with the subject, the setting, again, which could be different based on what your subject is, if it's a place or thing, for instance. The shot type, so what type of camera is being used, what's the angle of the camera, how the camera is moving. To the style, you want it to be cinematic, you want it to be handheld video, etc. There's lots of options there. The Runway ML documentation or guide will can give you a lot of clues onto other types of style. Below is an example of that I've color-coded for each what part it is of the basic prompt structure. So for example, in black, an extreme close-up, shallow depth of field photo or shot of is the shot type. The tan color cockapoo dog, so obviously not a cockapoo, but it's done its best it can. It's got a golden retriever and it's very consistent. Nice shot. Lying on a couch during the day, so the setting in a couch, in the living room probably, in front of a window. The action, so rays of light cast across the dog's back, so we can see that sort of tie in to some action. We're not getting camera movement, for instance, and that's not part of our action. And giving the camera lens flare. So that lens flare is sort of a style choice. It's giving us more of a subtle lighting. I was quite happy with this video. So you can even do a number of advanced prompting techniques, including multiple details and being concise, using iteration and seeding. So again, that seeding parameter we looked at in the first interface shot. If you fix that seed and then just adjust the prompt variations 1 or 2 words at a time, you'll get consistency and you can see the changes, and you're not getting wildly different results. Although the 2 shots you see on the screen were only changed by a couple words. Actually, I think 1 word. I asked on the left side for purple flowers and the right side magenta flowers in an alien landscape. And the right side did a little better, and I don't even know where the golden flowers come. Another great tip is leverage the community insights. Join the Runway ML Discord. There's lots of good content on there. There's lots of good prompt examples. What I will generally do is grab a prompt from the Discord channel. You can see the output of what they've done with the prompt, use that prompt, tweak that prompt, and make it your own. And you see a lot of it. You can have a lot of exploration as you go through those prompts. You can see what somebody's typed in their prompt and what it's generated. And if you like the results, you can definitely bring it over, experiment with other styles and modifiers. Okay, so what are some common pitfalls and best practices? What you want to do is avoid run-on sentences. Again, the prompt allows natural language, but make sure it's grammatically correct. You're not doing some funny things with language, etc. Make sure that you have consistency in your modifiers. You don't want to be contradicting yourself. with one modifier and then using another. Keep your prompts concise and focused. I've found that if you get a little too carried away on extra details, it can confuses the prompt and you get some weird behavior. Look at and provide continuous feedback. There is the 5-star little icon thing that comes up after every generation. You can select how well you feel the prompt is generated or how well the video was generated. Make sure and select that and give additional feedback. I've even found that by some of my one stars where I thought there was no way that this should have been so bad, I've gotten refunded some credit. So I'm not sure if that's a thing Runway ML does, but I think providing feedback not only helps you understand the model, but it also gives feedback and improves the model. So in summary, keep a structured approach for better results. Make sure to describe in detail for richer output. Leverage those community experiments. Check out the Discord channel. Be sure and use style presets and modifiers. You can check out the Runway guide to see what those are. And keep continuous feedback and improvement. We'll all get better models over time.
Thanks again for watching. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.